For thousands of years, the mighty Mayan Empire dominated Mexico before mysteriously collapsing. Now overgrown by dense jungles, the ruins of this civilization may be hiding another mystery: a population of mischievous Mexican mini-me's called the Alush. These child-sized beasts have been reported for centuries, and it has been estimated that more than 90% of indigenous residents believe the creatures to be real. Over the past month, there's been a spike in sightings of Alush across Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Eyewitnesses report the Alush as a small humanoid creature with dark fur and an aggressive disposition. Believed to live primarily in caves and around ancient ruins in the deep jungle, those who have encountered it say it is ferocious and emits a piercing high shriek when cornered. At less than 4 feet tall, he's compact, though his body is human-like and bipedal. His small size is countered by a ferocious face and carnivorous fanged jaws. Hot on the trail of this Mayan mystery, we packed our gear to answer the question, ¿Qué pasa?, south of the border. Our journey began as we flew 5.5 hours from Los Angeles to Cancun, Mexico, the gateway to the Yucatan. Touching down, we were immediately reminded that staying focused in Cancun was going to take some effort.
You don't even have to travel to it in Cancun. Airport, liquor, just right there.
We did let our hair down.
Yes.
I have 2 dreads.
Dirty Sideshow Bob mess in there.
But since we weren't hunting for party animals on this trip, we left spring break's most infamous beaches in the rearview mirror and headed due west. Belief in the Alush is so strong here that locals have constructed Alush houses on mock pyramids under the highway to appease the creature. Along these lonely roads, the ruins of some of the great Mayan cities are laid out like a map to the past, laden with visual clues about mysterious, magical, and menacing creatures like the Alush. But we'd need help if we were going to try to locate a modern-day monster. We set off to meet with Professor Carlos Cervantes, an expert on Mayan history who's been tracking the recent run-ins.
What percentage of people believe that the Alush is real?
95%.
95%.
Most of the people believe it's real.
Lo que pasa, el Alush es, a veces es juguetón.
People here are afraid of this creature.
So where do people say that the creature lives?
Las personas donde creen que la Alush vive?
En las cuevas.
In caves, in the jungle.
He told me that on a recent trip into the jungle, he met a shaman whose people came face to face with the creature. He directed me to this shaman in the jungles near the city of Merida, and we set off immediately to seek him out. Along the way, we ran into the toughest dance troupe in Mexico.
What in the Sam Hill? Oh boy. This is like, it's like I'm on a gay safari.
Back on the road, and with day turning to night, we posted up in the town of Merida, where we found that more citizens were letting loose. Maybe a little too loose. We had escaped Cancun, but driven right into the heart of Carnival.
Let's see if we can catch up this parade. Hold on. Nice. Santa? I'm getting on that Mr. Potato Head float.
After that, things got a little surreal.
This guy just told all these people that I'm in the Batman movie. I'm never leaving Marina, ever.
I woke in the morning with a female police officer's phone number written on my hand. Clearly, it was time to escape Carnival. Once outside Merida, we made our way toward the shaman whose people claimed to spot the Alush. Along the way, we stopped in a rural town where our research told us that a child had disappeared near these same jungles last year. Though a thorough police investigation turned up no suspects, his parents who live here strongly believe that he was taken by an Alush.
Es como te tira y no ves nada.
They believe that he's in the jungle with the Alush.
That he's still there.
That he's still there with the Alush.
They were confident that it was possible to see the Alush if we ventured into the same area where they lost their son and where the shaman spotted the creature.
And how far is that from here?
4 horas.
It's about 4 hours from here.
Amazed that belief in the Alush was strong enough to indict him in a missing persons case, we headed into the jungles to begin our investigation. As we drove on, the highway degraded into a rudimentary backwoods road that brought us deep into the Yucatan and far from civilization. Mapping out the recent sightings, we would need to cover an area of jungle with a radius of 20 to 25 kilometers. I could spend days or weeks investigating there. And to make matters worse, the thick